All right, let us see linear model. This is an application problem related to linear equation. Example 1, a plant can manufacture 50 golf clubs per day at a total cost of 5,609 and 90 golf clubs per day for a total of 7,209. Now remember, we have 2 pointers and we can have a slope. So we are applying the linear equation in order to get an equation that relates the cost and the club, that is a golf club. So from this problem, you can see that 50 is golf clubs, the cost is 5,609. And the second one is 90 golf clubs, a total cost of 7,209. Now we can use, let's say, a variable x1. This one is cost 1, x2, cost 2. Now let's calculate the slope. The similar, except changing the variable. So C2 minus C1 over X2 minus X1. That is 7,209 minus 5,609 divided by 90 minus 50, right? Then we can have, when you do this one, it is 1,600 divided by, this is 90 minus 50 is 40. So this one you can divide it by 0, use your calculator. 160 divided by 4 is 40. Right, so this is the interpretation of the y is the cost per club. Now let's find the equation. Remember the point slope form. I can write C minus C1 slope x minus x1. C minus 5,609, 40, x is a variable, x1 is 50. Now let's write, because we have to write according to this one. You have to write as a function of c. That means a slope intercept form. So this one is 40x minus 40 times 50, plus 5,609, both side 5,609. So this is 40x minus this one is 2,000 plus 5,609, right? So this is 40x. So use your calculator, plus 5,609, which is 3,609. That is the cost function. Now this one is the slope. That means the interpretation is the cost per club. That is the slope. And this is known as a fixed cost, the y-intercept. This is y-intercept, and the interpretation is fixed cost. That means, for example, rent is a fixed cost. Every time, you have to pay for rent, whether you manufacture something, a product or not. Now the second one is, let's do the graph. Graph is important. B, graph. So graph the total daily cost for let's say 0 less than x less than 200. That means this is the mean value, the minimum value, this is the maximum value, this is the window. Now in order to plot, we need to have 2 points, right? So what is the y-intercept or the fixed cost when x is 0? 40 times 0 plus 3609. This is 3609 when x is 0. The maximum C of 200, 40 times 200 plus 3609. So use your calculator. 40 multiplied by 20 plus 3609, which is 4409. No, I think I put wrong value on my calculator. So this is, let me calculate it again. Okay, 4200 plus 3609. I think the value of this one, 40 times 200 plus 3609. Yeah, it is 11,609. That is the cost associated with 200 golf clubs. Now draw the y-axis and the x-axis. The x-axis represent golf clubs. This one is cost. Now when x is 0, let's say this one is, let's say 5,000, 10,000, the scale 20,000. This is the rough scale. So 0, this one is 0 with 3,609, 1 point. The other one is, let's say this is 50, this is 100, this is 150, this is 200. If when it is 200, it is a little bit above 10,000. Let's approximate this one. This means this is 200 corresponding to 11,609. So connect the 2 points, So this is the graph.